YouTube for life, man. Hey, this is me. I finished it. I got to put on the van. The rest of the van still needs work. I know. Especially to where I got to pull that windshield off. But here you go. Now if you look, it's still not completely smooth. Real close. Still not completely smooth. This is where I glued down the YouTube logo. You see a little bit of trim of the glue around there. I actually got some dent pullers coming to try to pull these out, and you're gonna see me using my dent puller for the first time. One thing you need to know about Dupli Color, perfect match, or Dupli Color paint shop. It is a lacquer paint. I seen somebody else that had a problem with it because he put down the, man, I already scuffed it when I hit the door. Yeah, he put down this lacquer paint and lacquer primer, and then he put a acrylic enamel over it, and it didn't set right. I mean, this is lacquer paint. You have to realize that it's lacquer paint. And so I guess if I ever do over this right here, I'm gonna have to cut through the whole thing with sandpaper and bring out the DA sander. Now the rest of the van is gonna get painted, and I was actually gonna go with custom paint to do the rest of the van. But the reality of it is the Dupli Color it was so easy to use, and there's custom colors on it. So I know I do got to do the top of the van. So I'm thinking about going championship white on the top of the van, and then we'll go from there. So, you know, this can of clear cost me 28 bucks, and I got three nice coats of clear over the hood of the van. That was 3 nice coats of clear. It'll shine a lot more than this, but I'm gonna leave it like this for a while because, like I said, I still feel the flake in there. I still feel it, and that was with 3 coats of gloss. So, but here's the thing, I used Walmart glitter. I didn't use car paint. I didn't use Intercoat clear. I didn't use anything like that. I put an old paint gun with the jar on the bottom. I put the glitter in there, and that's what I sprayed it on with over wet paint. And then from there, I put the gloss on top of that. But if I would have just used a real small one, there's 3 different sizes in here. If I would have just used a real small one, it would have came out super nice, and you wouldn't have been able to feel it. It's the bigger ones that you could still fill in there. So I should just use the small ones. And when I do it again, if I ever would do it again, and I'd use a Dupli Color, their mid coat, there's a flake in there, I would put the tiny glitter in there and mix it in. It's probably what I would do next. Now this right here is just because I wanted it done, because I love YouTube. I love everything about YouTube, and I do pretty good off of YouTube. So this is for me for now. I'll be driving around with this right here. And I got a logo coming over the top. If you remember, the Trev2323 was supposed to be here, but it really didn't stick as good because it was on the flake right here. Now, I might actually sand this with 1,000 or 2,000 grit sandpaper this summer. It's supposed to be high of 44 today. I painted this at 36 degrees. That was not the optimal temperature to paint this, but I'm trying to get the gloss on it. So I can't even see because the gloss is in my eyes. So what I didn't like is that Rust-Oleum custom colors. I really didn't like that. And with the Dupli Color paint shop, I mean, there's a paint shop by me where we could have our paints mixed and everything, and I went in there, and man, everything was just so damn expensive. And then you had to worry about what reducer you needed to use because the weather, this, that, and the other. Man, I just picked up this lacquer, and there's the van right there. Needs to be washed. Either way, thanks for watching. Hopefully I explained enough to you here, and I'm either gonna sand it or use Caranuba on it. I know I might chip it some, but I'm gonna drive like this for a while before I do that. Next on the agenda is to start some undercoating on this thing and do the top. I'm gonna take the fenders off because I'm actually gonna do this all really good with the fenders, pop this out right here, and then if I do stick with the Dupli color, which more than likely I will, I'm gonna take the fenders off, and I probably might paint it panel by panel. Either way, thanks for watching. Bye bye. All right, so here I am with the van in the parking lot right here. From far away, it looks really good. Close up on the angle, I hate the way it came out. You see everything sticking up out the paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna not right now, like it says today's supposed to be high of 44. I'm gonna actually DA this. Some of it's really smooth, and other of it you feel it, you even see it and feel it sticking up. So I'm gonna DA this with, I'm thinking of 800 or a 600. I don't know yet, and after I DA it, I might just polish it from there. There's like 5 coats of gloss on there, so I should be all right. All right, so it dried overnight, and actually it did dry really nice. That's it right there. You know, the only bad parts that came out were the gun when it sprayed that damn I don't know what burst of whatever came out, but it did, and it, you know, I shouldn't have used a really bigger glitter. If I think if I would stick with just the little glitter, the tiny micro glitter, it would have came out nicer. But the sticker did come up some around the YouTube on the top and the bottom. Now where the sticker came up, that's where you're gonna have trouble with it peeling off. So it's only 36 degrees out still right now, so I'm gonna actually carry this, since it's dry, it's not smelling, into my house to warm it up, and then I'm gonna put it down with super glue. Okay, you can see the part that came up right there, and here I got some Loctite that I'm just gonna put right underneath here, and then push it down after about 30 seconds. Alright, see, so I put the Loctite underneath there, and then all I'm gonna do is, I got rubber gloves so don't get stuck in my hand. So then what I'm going to do is, it's holding down right here pretty good. So then after it dries for about another 10 minutes, I'm going to put a coat all the way around it. Just like a little bead, a gel bead, all the way around it to hold it down better. Alright, I had it sit for like 10 minutes already. So this got like a real thick seal around it. And on the top, you see it actually stuck down a lot more. It was pumped up. So what I'm going to do is put a gel coat of this Loctite just around this right here, and just smooth it sealed around the top, because the top is probably where it's going to get more of the water. Oh, I just noticed the U right there. I'm going to seal the U in right there also. Wherever it's lifted up a little bit, that's where I'm putting this Loctite just around it, this clear Loctite. And I smeared it down there, and you can see it's not as shiny. Not now. I'm going to drive it around because I like the way it looks like this for a while. But in the summertime, I might actually try some Caranuba. I love Mother's Caranuba, and we'll see how it looks. But for right now, because some of this stuff is sticking up a little bit, I don't want to knock this off with a hand sand in it. Okay, so this is the Loctite glue. I'm just going to dab a little bit in there, just to make the little seal around the edge of it. And that's all I'm going to do. Okay, then with this right here, I got the rubber so I don't get it stuck on me, and I'm just going to smooth it down. As close to it as possible, because you know it's going to not shine as much wherever you got this glue at. So there it is right there, sealed down. Now there's a little bit of coat of barrier on there.